I sat on the bike.
How come
I
I'm
had
the
to
only
look
one
around
that
because I thought I was sitting on the back cowling. So high was my rear in the air and my hands are on so low. I'm thinking, I'm sitting on this wrong because I cannot possibly be correctly positioned. And then you're really uncomfortable, except when you're accelerating really hard. So you understand why people kill themselves on those bikes, because the only time you're like
You think you get like a spasm in your back or something, just from the angle.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I got that. When
Well, how do you, you gotta stop the
I went
bike,
to
right?
Muskoka. No, the next morning. I drove to Muskoka. I maybe had a half an hour ride as my longest ride. Then I decided to go to Muskoka on a bike. And I get
Muskoka,
there.
where we live?
Yeah, that was Muskoka. And so I get there and I was like all stiff, and I wake up in the morning and my back was locked. It was so sore. So somebody gave me a muscle relaxer.
Yeah.
And because he had a ski injury.
somebody gave me a moment. Somebody gave
Somebody
him
had a muscle. So I took his muscle relaxer.
He's willing to take some.
We were doing a
pill from
5K run
somebody,
that day.
which does something.
There's
Oh.
a special run for the.
You have a pill that does something? Give me one of those.
So I took the muscle relaxer. We go for the run. Well, of course, I don't know my feedback on what my pain receptors are now, and I'm jogging with these two girls who are really good runners, and so I'm jogging with the girls, and I realized at the end of the race, you go up this pretty steep hill, and then it's a driveway off to the right, and you're done the race. So I'm sitting there going, running along, and I go, I see that thing. I see the steep hill. This is awesome. These two girls. And so I go, you girls are gonna just slow down, not keep up, because I'm going. And so I run and I get to the top of the hill and I'm empty of all energy, and that was not the end of the race. That was not the hill. now I'm barely running. The girls are passing me. Other people I'm barely making it. I finally see the real hill. I get to the top. I turn the corner into the driveway. There's the finish line. I'm trying to go to the finish line. I sort of stumble. My knee hits a bumper on a car and I fall down. I get up and I start puking, and I crawl on my hands and knees across the finish line. Because I had the muscle relaxer, it didn't give me the feedback of when there's pain. So then I lay down in Lake Muskoka, and I got my head up in the sand, and I'm just sort of trying to rest. I'm so sore and sick and everything. Like it just. And I remember a lady bringing her kid over to wash his hands in the water, and she comes over this sort of grassy thing, and all of a sudden they see me laying there like this, and she like yelps or something. I look up, and I go, "Kid, you ever seen a dead guy?" And I went right back to, because it looked like I was a dead guy. I walked up on shore.
Dead guys don't talk.
It would scare the liver kid. The kid, the mother would say, "That's what you do if you go drinking." That's what happens when
Yeah,
you
when you take pills from strangers.
Yeah, or take pills from strangers.
Your mother should have taught you better.
Well, this week I walked to mom and dad.
Oh, you did?
And home. She walked to our place
Oh, that's
and
nice.
from our place home.
Down 53 and then up.
They weren't at
Broadway?
home?
No,
They
but
were
by his own church.
She did fill her water bottle.
Well, I could have done that at Tim's, but yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
I
she
also
wasn't-
wouldn't sit down because I might not get up again. So I was like, I'm not sitting down. I'm standing here. Tell me what you want, because I'm not.
Dad's been no, thank you. Dad's been consistently getting over 10,000 steps a week, more than 10 every week,
And there you go. Do we have everything we need?
or 20,000 a week.
Yeah? Okay, enjoy.
So I did the calculations on mine.
Yeah, those are yours.
What I'll probably end up at the end of this year, like in 1 year of using my steps, 6 million steps. You know how many steps there are, seconds there are in a year? 31 million seconds in a year. 6 million steps mean that if I took one step every second, 1/5 of my waking time is walking. Now you do about 2 steps a second is what you end up doing. So that means about 1/10 of my waking time has been walking for a year.
That's why you're sexy.
Yeah, that's it.
Sexy.
Don't
Like
tell
Sean
me-
Connery.
Don't tell anyone else.
No one else knows.
No, I did 10 miles this day.
Oh, wow.
Are you still thinking miles? I still never think in miles.
No, I only want to do miles because I've committed to doing 3 miles 3 times a week, or 9 miles a week.
Or
As
15
long as it's
kilometers.
grass, as long as it's dry out,
Correct.
then I'll see. then all bets are off.
What, the snow coming and stuff? Yeah.
In the snowstorms, I would wait till golf links is plowed, walk down Chantry in the crappy snow, hit golf links, no cars on it. I walk up down the middle of the road to get my 20,000, turn around and come back. I look like a fool. Snow plows be going by. What's this guy walking up down the middle?
You wouldn't get a treadmill either, eh?
I have one actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but I bought it for like $25 off of Kijiji, and it's not a motorized one.
Yes.
One you do. I've never used it yet, but I'm thinking in the winter if I.
I have a treadmill, but I have an elliptical.
Oh, yeah.
Like a stepper. I like that better. Easier on the knees. Gotta get back on it though, because when you get on it, it squeaks and it tries to crazy.
Oh, yeah.
There's this little squeak, and so I have to get it on a level spot in the basement.
Someone's gonna come with his
Maybe he has mice.
WD-40. D5W.
Good fish.
Nice, huh?
So,
Do I need to go to the doctor quickly to go get your foot x-ray?
No! I hurt my other toe when I broke my toe. I never went to the doctor.
No, because you're really stubborn.
no, stubbornness does not run in the family.
Very good. How about you?
Okay. Yeah. You want property salad and stuff? Property salad? Yeah. Yeah. You want your first too?
So is Katie coming to our place tomorrow? Because I have,
I'm
she
done.
did the horseback ride.
Oh, good.
So I wanted to
Yeah,
make sure
yeah, no, she's looking forward to that actually.
Remember the super authority.
But Karen's up north, right? So she's coming?
What about the other?
Man.
Oh, but they haven't told you? Just Trevor shows up? What? Uncle Doug is
In
here.
Holland, they
I
pizza and
expect-
knives and forks.
Yeah, oh, maybe not him.
New York mayor.
Somebody else.
And Karen not.
Donald
Yeah,
Trump.
Doug. Yeah, I
No, the New York
expected
mayor got in
Doug.
trouble because they saw him eat
But I'm
pizza
not
with a
positive.
knife and fork.
I was at the bakefront.
He's
for Laura
Italian
was at the bakefront,
background.
but I never saw her.
I know.
And they were mad because
I
it's
saw
not
that
how
he
New
was
Yorkers
on-
eat pizza, and he's mayor of New York now.
No.
You went for the same run?
No, no, I
I'm
did
glad
my
that
regular
we're
one.
talking about important
And
things.
they were doing 5K or 10.
Yeah.
And I
Good
did
thing that we're all talking
7.5.
about focus on the real
No,
problem.
6.5. But by the time I get home, walking the parking lot, going for coffee, I'm at 10,000 steps.
They're all steps, they're all walking crazy.
When do you guys do your trivia night?
Monday.
Not have predicted that.
Monday night? Like every Monday night?
Starts at 9,
I do enough walking that day.
ends at
I
11.
want you to try to
30.
get Doug to go.
I'd like to
That's
work.
gonna be hard.
I'd like to work and back, that's enough.
Why?
You gotta get him there, and then get him back. I am done at
Can he
11
not-
o'clock, I wanna be
Can
in
he not
bed.
take a bus? Where is it?
So, Wilson Street in Ancaster. It's a pain in the butt to get right that way.
What did you say, Jeff?
Well, he'd have school the next day.
No, her
Everything's
Doug.
good?
Very good.
Okay, perfect.
My
Doug,
Doug.
and that Doug's going to Holland before we can play trivia. We wanted you to play trivia with
But
us
when you go back?
Monday.
Monday,
Monday
Monday night.
You're almost as good as my one day in Holland. I had one full day in Holland.
That's really expensive. If I would go, I'd do that.
And it
'cause you
was
have to have
to
a
visit
weekend.
you.
Yeah, but you have to have a weekend in the middle. You had one day, you went for my, no,
We
visit
went-
me, but it was for the promotion or for the wedding?
PhD.
The PhD.
Yeah, we went to the England for a day, then Holland, then back to England for a day, and then back home.
Yeah, but we were in Holland for one
Yeah.
full day, and then we were on our way,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
on our way
Yeah.
the next. It was one full day in Holland.
That's not
The
right.
rest of the time we spent wandering around England looking for
you
a
see the
place
Queen?
to sleep. No, just
Looking for a manger.
bed and breakfast.
Nobody would have a manger for us.
We were willing to sleep together.
You're really desperate.
Double bed, didn't matter. It's like, they just said no. It was a Wednesday evening, and how can you be that full? But they were.
What time of year was it?
Some there's something happening
May?
in the city maybe.
But it was, no, it's Massachusetts Avenue, and there's 30 bed and breakfasts along there, and each one was full.
They just didn't like the look of you.
No.
Shifty looking?
But by the time we got to the last ones, Jeff was saying, "We're Canadian. We helped you during the war."
Right.
That was a great line. It's like, well, we appreciate it, but no, I don't have any room.
What time of year was it? Why would they be completely full?
If there's some kind of like convention or something like that.
Oh.
Not that we knew of.
Not that you knew
They were
of
just
it.
all booked.
We asked, but no, just we're booked.
And it's quite possible that people booked it and then don't show up, but they have to keep that reservation and they can't say, okay,
Yeah,
you can have it.
they can up to a certain time.
Yeah. And we wanted it earlier
Yeah, you
because
didn't
we're
wanna-
standing there.
You don't want to walk around and going, when people walk in the
No,
door,
I'm
you
dangling
go,
your clickety-clicky
They showed
behind
up.
you.
Yeah.
We found one off the beaten path.
And that's when being rich comes in handy because you just throw them a couple €100.
I think I tried to bribe them.
Yeah, we did.
Did you?
Yeah, I think so.
We said, we're looking for two twin beds, but then eventually we started saying, we'll take a queen bed, and by the time we got to the
One
end, we'll have a
twin.
double bed.
We'll have one twin
Do you have a couch we can sleep on?
closet.
I think
Linen
that's what I said
closet.
to the last person, and they said, I'll find what place for you, it'll be down. Then they gave us the directions, and it was like, oh man, we
They
never
said
would
it's
have
not
got
very
there.
far. They said it's just up there. We can walk with our luggage. Yeah.
We walked way longer than we wanted to walk. And we stopped and see a guy. Do you know where? I said, yeah, I know. Hop in. I'll give you a ride.
Hop in the
Really?
car, give it.
He drives for another 15 minutes to get to our place.
Actually, I Google Earthed it, Jeff, and this is Massettes, and so he wanted us to walk there and there. So this was a long walk, and we'd already done this one.
You must be walking them.
I Google Earthed it. But I had a rolly suitcase, right, with the wheels, but Jeff refuses to do, so he has to carry his, so.
You know you could have put his carry-on on top of your rolly and made him roll it. So.
Carry it.
He's too manly.
Oh,
Not manly.
that's what it is?
Not manly.
Oh.
Because, like, we're going down to, do you know where it is? And he says, oh, I'm almost done with the car, I'll drive you. And it's like, we're getting into the car of a guy named Archie in the street in England. He doesn't know us, we don't know him. Oh, how's this gonna work out?
Jack the Ripper's dead. You'll be all right.
Well, we were.
That's just what he wants you to think.
He was older.
Here, come into my car.
Smell this perfume. I have puppies in the back.
Got me some chocolate.
And candy. Come here, little girl.
Pantyhose.
What's the old joke?
Just did
How do
during
you
the war,
recognize
they
a Dutch pedophile? Just little girl, do you want to buy some candy?
That's a true Dutchman.
But the Scots say the same thing about themselves.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks they're cheapest.
No, it's not that you're cheap. It's that you're going to be cheated out of money.
That's Jewish, not
No,
Dutch.
no, it's being a bit paranoid of you step into something and you're gonna get cheated out of money, so you have to be really careful what kind of things you step into. Not that they're cheap, it's that if you don't pay attention, somebody's gonna. It manifests into yourself going, I'm being cheap, so that people don't take
The
advantage.
joke they say, how was copper wire invented? Two Dutchmen pulling on a penny. Or, like all that.
What year was the penny?
Dutch and Scotch.
But I was talking to a guy from the Middle East, and I was telling him about how I make my own laundry soap. And he said, well, why would you do that? And I said, because it costs 2 cents a load, and it's really, you save a lot of money. And he says, why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
And I said, because then I can use the money to spend on something else. And he says, don't you just want to buy the best stuff? And I said, well, it's pretty darn good. I like
Actually,
it better
now-
than the other stuff, so.
Now I prefer it
I do
to
too.
any other soap. I mean, I could use other soaps, but I prefer that homemade soap. And Jennifer smelled Douglas today and said, oh, you
Well,
smell
because he
it.
always smelled like B.O., so it was a really
And she could smell
change.
Had nothing to do with it.
So it was actually kind of nice.
Look, I don't have to hold my breath though.
Did you show Dad the pictures of that tree Debbie took about the pennies all in the tree?
Yeah, I think so. When was that?
On her trip, and that's all over England. They'll take a tree, and like that's fallen down, like a huge
Yeah, I did.
stump, and then they'll take a penny and they'll hammer it in. So all these edges of pennies, this has been for like 150, 200 years. So there's really old coins, and you're not allowed to take them out though. But you're in the middle of nature. Dad would not be able to not have a pair of pliers and start pulling
Not
pennies
try
out. Even though you're not allowed to, and there's nobody and no CCTV.
Would you like another beer?
No, thank you.
You're okay?
No, I'm good with one.
All right.
I eat fast.
Take this from you.
You don't eat fast, you eat slow.
I eat fast.
No.
You guys, you eat lightning speed.
Cyprian always tries to get us to slow down because he eats nice and slow, and we're always done. And it's Philip eating his meal.
Martin's dad used to do that. I would visit when we were dating, and I'd be still talking, and so he'd scoop up another thing, a load of potatoes, because he didn't want me to be eating alone by
In our
myself.
family, you never put your hand between the plate and somebody else's mouth.
That might get bit.
No, the only time I heard that thing referred to was Mom at Wendy's. We were at Wendy's. We went to a conference, and we were standing in this long queue. And it was the guy ahead of us is turn to go up and put an order in, but he's like looking and couldn't decide on what to do. So Mom went right past him and made an order. And so he turned and he looked at me and he says, "Don't put your hand between her fork and the food." She didn't know I knew her so much, maybe, but it was like, but you didn't move, so I did.
I figured that it was there, you're first in line, you go, you're still looking, next one goes.
That was funny. But he turned and looked.
Oh, they're doing speeches at the wedding. Should we go up and say something?
Yeah. I'm so glad you're getting married.
Yeah. You had
I've
your
known
chance.
her for a long time.
Yeah.
You know the way I knew her. You've never known her the way I knew her. Oh, sorry.
I had her
Thank
child.
goodness my Apple app wasn't hacked. That's all I can say.
Oopsie. Are they both that way?
No, Waffles are,
No. Them.
Oh,
That's the
it should be that way.
Oh, because when we got one.
Yeah, I don't know what that group was, someone else.
That's the bar.
They had an open bar out there, and it's like, let's.
Oh, an
they don't-
open bar.
They don't know that we were.
No, they don't
We're
know
not from the
nothing.
wedding. It's
That's
just
the
a-
wedding bar. This here's there's
Oh, we could just go in.
What do you think of the
Pretend
pulled
we're at the
pork,
wedding.
Doug?
Hmm?
What do you think of the pulled pork?
Good, good. You want this one?
No,
I'm not gonna eat it.
I'm full.
I'm too full.
You're not going to eat it. What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
He's not
A
coming
number of things, but nothing related to the pulled pork.
You care to expand on that?
No,
So,
I was just
you
thinking
don't
that
want him to
it's
expand.
nice that all of our favorite brother is here from Holland, eh?
Yeah, pretty
Your
much.
favorite, your favorite, and my favorite.
Yeah, you know, we were getting so tired of just
Mine too.
one image and
Yours too?
I took,
Jeff was the only representative of the Eleveld male, besides Dad.
Like, who's your favorite sister?
That's a hard question.
We know the favorite brother, now you gotta pick the
You're
favorite sister.
closest in age to Jennifer.
But we're not.
yeah, did they
I
matter?
did have a boy and named it after your
True,
insurance.
and he was, I made
Named
sure he
after
was
me.
born on his birthday.
That's what I'm saying. That's
So,
And my child was almost born on her birthday.
right. So really, by chance it happened.
my children can be born on any day still.
Still? They are so crumbled in there.
I know.
Dead.
None of them are. They're not.
It would not make it.
They're not swimming.
They're in hibernation or something. a
They,
long time ago.
they,
Douglas.
Men swim
Katie,
for a long time.
one day off of hers.
Okay.
Doug is on yours.
Yeah.
But Katie's one day.
Joyce is one
Good.
day from me.
and is one day off of yours.
Mm-hmm.
August 1st and August 2nd, right?
Yeah, we can't get anything right.
Shirley and Isabel are
Raining
one
out
day
there?
off.
It's raining out there, isn't it? Let me just put this. Yeah, they're wet. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're wet.
yeah.
They're wet.
Could be sweating. They were golfing.
Yeah, it's a sport that makes you sweat.
So then Martin will be going to get the car for me.
Oh, it's really coming down.
Hope Katie did her work.
Likely.
I'd get Katie
Walk
a
the
jog.
dog.
Likely.
Walk the dog out.
Clean the pool out. Pick up junk in
Try
the.
some work
Right,
for
let's
it.
go, let's go.
Really?
you know what, it could be raining here, but
Could
not
use a
now.
fork.
I just want to try it first. I'll use this one before that.
I'd say good.
Yeah, you like the vinaigrette.
Go see.
I got an app for that.
I do.
It did start to rain. Almost. No, most specifically, is it raining? You just showered before you came in. Well, he goes,
It's good. I don't think I need that camera watching my salad.
Pretty much do though.
So build the cloud movements.
Is there any contrails up in the sky?
You're right. It's doing on us right here, and not at the house.
Peanut gallery is
He was right. The house is not getting wet, and we are getting wet here.
What about the contrails? Does it show where the contrails are?
Now, does that mean that that big one there,
Entrails?
is that coming?
Contrails?
It's coming?
Yep.
So we are gonna get down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Myself.
I think
The
they're gonna get
jets?
bigger than that too.
Oh, those are
Let's
contrails.
move back a
think
bit.
The vapors
I think this is bigger.
that
See that
Jeff
thing that's coming?
vehemently
yeah, there we go.
argued to a friend at Master
That's tomorrow morning.
that
No,
that's
no,
how they
that's,
test weather.
try it right now. It's 3 hours.
his
It's
mother-
6 hours of
Yeah.
wind time.
Yeah, so overnight.
But 6 hours from now, we will get a good
But
rainstorm.
normally you're pretty
So
smart.
tomorrow morning, how's it gonna
No,
be?
she did that on purpose.
Oh.
Just like on
Seven.
purpose, I
Seven.
told
Can I go
Karen
for a bike
that
ride?
Donovan Bailey
Let's
was
see.
Grandma's brother. Donovan Bailey,
Oh,
the Olympic
black?
runner. Yeah, who's
Big
black?
black guy?
Yeah, that's Grandma's brother.
looks like
she,
Doug.
she went to school
Kind of looks like
and
Doug.
told everyone that's my great uncle.
Oh.
But on my blog, I found a picture. You know the picture of Mom going
7 in the
on
morning,
the
and
turkey?
9 you
Yes.
guys
I
gonna
found a
go,
picture of
yeah,
Donovan
no,
Bailey
all
going,
tomorrow rain.
All day tomorrow?
Really kind of
crap.
look-alike.
On 3 p.m.
Yeah, but, I mean, the fact that they don't know that
Yeah.
You should
to
look
that
that
level,
up.
they're just using percentages.
It's a cute one.
Crazy.
I love that turkey point of view. I
works.
do.
I showed it to the
love
ladies.
it. It's one of my
Use
favorites.
your phone and tell us.
Yeah, use my phone and
You can almost hear,
But
Mom,
the
it's
Q was
cooked
next
me.
to the W.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
cooked me.
You know, I thought about buying a smartphone, but everywhere I am,
Joe.
I'll just ask, like, people are standing around, right? And I'll say, I wonder what the weather's gonna be like, right? 2 guys pull out their phones.
Yeah.
So I don't need to buy
You
one.
have a lot of cell phones. Other people carry them.
That's right.
They pay for them as well.
They charge them, they make sure they're all charged.
do everything and they follow.
No, but it's not that. It's you can't bring these people in your car when you wanted to give you driving directions somewhere.
Martin need directions? You can't get lost in Ontario.
You can't get lost. You're in Ontario. Actually.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I can get lost in the parking lot. I
I
can end up like, where's the exit? I can't get out of here.
Because wherever you are, that's where you are.
Yeah. Wherever you are, that's where you should be.
But where you could be, if that's a better place.
Could be.
Not necessarily, when you're at hand.
You're in the right place?
Must be you.
When I first picked up my bike, and the little town of Acton, I just drove around the side streets and doing corners and such, right? I'm getting,
Yeah.
I think I'll be
Get
okay.
a feel of it.
So I get on the highway, right? And I come to this place, the Guelph line, I want the last one, left on. And I'm trying to go around the corner, and all of a sudden I realize
Key.
I'm going too fast.
Yeah.
So lucky the shoulder was paved, I went, way. I had completely forgot.
On the right turn.
I completely forgot, you put on the brake, right? When you put on the back brake,
Yeah.
it'll slow you down, you'll pull you, it'll tuck you in the corner.
I don't
And
like
then,
it.
but I was also a little bit afraid to.
Yeah, that's the
to-
most
to
the biggest
bend
It's
thing.
only
over.
a
Yeah,
fresh
that's the thing.
clavicle
You get afraid to bend it over.
and a knee. I know.
And that's
No.
frightening how
And bands
a
are-
good bike,
Well, like,
how far you
what
can
they
bend
said
that.
too for the
This one,
insurance,
if you
they said,
and if you
you
have
want
to,
replacement
I mean, you
valve.
shouldn't have to.
And they
but
said, no, if
Well, this
if
one
we
too,
need
you
it,
can
we're not
go
replacing
over.
this
Right,
thing
right.
ever
A lot of bikes
again.
are-
We won't need
the
a.
bikes after
And it's not
95,
necessarily
96,
the drivers.
huge.
No, no.
It's everyone around.
Yeah.
Frames are
It helps
really
that he's
stiff.
an
The
old
wheels are
fart and
really
drives
stiff.
very,
Yeah.
so he goes out on a Sunday
The
morning.
good tires,
I
they
don't-
got
I
tread.
don't-
Yeah.
I am
around.
the person
Yeah,
who said, no, I don't really want you to do
Yeah.
that. He did
But you
that.
see the guys
Yeah.
racing,
But that's
that,
okay.
Yeah.
you know, like, and they go,
He lets me
Yeah,
do
I
things
love
that he
them.
doesn't
They're-
want me to
they're
do
way
either.
over.
Yeah.
They go
Like
60
he
degrees.
cheated.
Yeah.
Like scraping your leaves.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
pretty
the-
similar.
In the racing, there's a couple guys that scrape their elbows, and there's one guy gets his shoulder really close.
But you ever watch those
Really?
motorcycle
Yeah.
guys when they go around the corner and they're,
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, their shoulders and knees and
Really
elbows,
close.
shoulders and knees
That's why
and
they have
elbows on the
pads.
ground.
that's scary.
And there's one guy who has a little different style. He's really fast right now, and he gets on the bike, and usually they like shift so that they sort of hook their leg on the outside and shift their bum this way.
Yeah.
He does that farther. So when he's going around the corner, his head is not on top of the bike, it's not here, it's inside. He goes around the corners like this.
No. Well, do you ever watch those bike guys, not motorcycle guys, but mountain bike guys? When they go up over the hill, and then the bike comes out and goes in front of them, and then
the motocross.
and it tucks back in, and it's like,
That's brutal.
don't want to know how they do
I'm
that.
waiting for a response from her. I said we'd pick her up something on the way back.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
want
I also told her she can have the fridge bagels there, but I don't. Then I
Oh,
said,
is
oh,
she
do you want us to
hungry?
pick you up something?
Are you
She
still
asked,
working
she's
on
like,
yours,
what am I having
sir?
for supper?
No,
We didn't think.
I could have brought
I'll
my.
take it from you.
thank
No,
you.
no, we can pick her up
Leftovers
something.
too.
We can pick her up something. That's fine.
Give her mom's leftover quiche.
And you're still working on yours? Or did you want to double check?
Put all the
We're gonna
leftovers
take
in the
that home
plate.
then? Katie?
I won't. Yeah, that's a good idea, I suppose, if Katie wants that.
Katie likes pulled pork.
Yeah,
Yeah, pulled pork sandwich.
You want to take it home?
Yeah,
Do you want the fries as well?
Sure.
yep.
She gets leftovers.
Oh, she taking it. I did take a picture of it. Should I send it to her? Of Doug's meal. Did you take a picture? I did.
Doug's finished looking at. You want it?
I don't think I took a picture of that.
She says, I don't know, surprise me. So, she's being surprised.
She's being surprised.
Just tell her we're gonna bring her a bloomin' onion. You know how much she loves onion.
Yeah, Doug's having leftover meatloaf.
Oh, I have leftover potatoes
He
and
probably
broccoli
won't
and
eat
chicken.
it.
It's
And
been,
I'm sure.
we've had it for 3 nights now because I peeled almost 10 pounds of potatoes. I just did way too much.
This girl, man, she peels like 8 pounds of potatoes.
Why weren't you over?
Well, I
That's
wanted
very
to
nice.
have, I
So
wanted
we've
to have
had mashed potatoes for
enough
4
for 2
days.
days.
running.
But because when they eat like that, normally they'll have it gone. Like Henry came over once
Thanks so much.
and we had just
Are we
grilled some pork
interested in
chops.
any
He had
dessert
3
to your coffee?
I love a coffee, yeah.
Coffee?
Henry had 3 of them.
Coffee?
So you
me.
kind of
Yeah,
half ready
decaf for him?
I can make decaf.
Yeah, for him, yeah.
Okay, so 2 regular, 1 decaf.
Is
And
that it?
nobody for dessert?
Any dessert?
What do you have for dessert?
I have a Belgian waffle with ice cream and fresh berries, a flourless chocolate cake, a chocolate brownie with caramel mousse, a tuxedo mousse cake. I have a berry crumble with vanilla ice cream and creme brulee.
I don't vary from the ice cream.
I think I better pass. I'll just have
Which
coffee.
one?
That'd
You
be
can always get one and we pass it
berry
around. It
crumble?
goes all the way
Yeah, the
around.
berry crumble
Do you
with
want
ice
one of
cream.
them?
Yeah, let's get one berry
Berry
crumble
crumble.
with ice cream.
And
No,
lots of
9
foods.
pork.
no, maybe two, 3.
2?
I
3?
Yeah.
3 what?
Berry
Four.
crumble.
No, I think we should get more than 1 of those.
You want the berry crumble ice cream?
1 or 2 of them.
Okay, get 2 of them then.
Yeah.
2? So 1 for each side of the table?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
okay.
We'll just have a mouthful.
Now we're gonna have more than 1.
Yeah.
So, who was the easiest to deliver?
Mother.
Oh, the child?
Yeah.
Of course Jennifer was.
Oh, fantastic.
My total labor was 15 minutes.
Who was the most difficult?
Of course Anita.
Oh.
Because I've never had any others.
Oh.
That's why.
Dad, who was the most difficult to deliver?
Did you deliver the
No.
child?
Did it hurt?
all
Which
of-
one
No, you
hurt
could,
the most?
you could ask him which diaper was the hardest because he only changed one
That's
kid.
yours.
That was
Yeah.
yours.
You did a
Yeah.
good job.
I think it went on your
You
head
don't
the
smell
first time.
anymore, so it's.
Not anymore.
That's awesome.
I used that.
So
She smells good.
the toilet,
No more smell.
Mariah's toilet trained.
Probably.
Ethan not so much.
I told somebody about Mariah just throwing Ethan under the bus
Oh,
always.
she does. No matter what it is, if there's food, Ethan eat it, and even if it's good food, Ethan try it first.
Yeah, she doesn't want to try things.
If
She'll
you have
say,
to talk to
"Ethan,
someone, Ethan will do it.
Does she know that that's cute and then does it all the time?
No, she really genuinely doesn't want to do anything first. She wants him to do it.
Because he takes the brunt of everything. And then she learns from when he gets hurt or something. She knows not to
She's
do it.
smart.
Right.
And he's like happy-go-lucky, whatever. Took them to Tim Hortons. We went to the library in the park, and then so I told them if they're good, they can go to they'll get a Timbit because Mariah will look across the road and says, "Hey, how about we go across the road to Tim Hortons to get a chocolate Timbit?" So I decided to get Timbits on the way home from the grocery store. So I get the groceries in the stroller. I let them in the house, and I put the Timbits on the counter. I go back to get the milk and the rest of the groceries, and I can't find them anywhere. I knew I bring them kids in the house, but I can't find them anywhere. So I call, nope, go back up more groceries, and I see there's a little bunkie, little stool sitting right below where the Timbits are and the thing's open. So okay, let's go looking somewhere. Ethan, Mariah, can't find. Finally go into the family room. I hear a little bit of giggling behind the chair, and then there's Ethan with 3 Timbits and eating one, and there's Mariah with 3 Timbits eating. What you doing? Chocolate Timbits. So they got caught. It's cute though. They were giggling behind the chair.
When I got caught, nobody laughed at me.
No.
It's cute.
But then again, you never did spank me, did you?
No, I never
You
spanked
probably
him.
needed that.
I hit the table with the wooden spoon and it broke.
I want this
And
lie to be on video.
I actually remember you hitting us with over our knuckles with the wooden spoon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
I do.
That's not horrible.
No, you would have.
Why is that
No,
horrible?
we deserved
Grandma,
it.
did you do that?
Sure we
I would
did.
hit the table with the wooden
Oh
spoon.
yeah, you
like
did.
that.
Yeah,
Why-
you did.
But
why
our
do you-
hands would be underneath it, and you would do it on purpose.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
You
but it's
wouldn't-
not that we
don't worry-
didn't deserve it. Maybe
don't
once.
worry about it. It's
Maybe.
not that bad.
None of us
Every-
deserved it, no.
No, Jeff deserved all of it. And then some.
Probably.
So the short one
Especially
is
that-
cream, and the
especially
tall
that-
one's milk.
Especially that 5th kid.
Jeff's coffee? No, that's gonna be. Who else?
Dad's gonna do that.
Yeah, you can have decaf. That's coffee.
There you go.
Thank
It'd
you
be so
very much.
disappointing to go back to your place and not to have hand personally made coffee with frothy
Was
stuff.
pretty. Yeah, why don't you do that,
Fancy
Jeff?
chocolates put out. I'm
You can do it.
expecting that when we.
Yeah, you can do it.
get home.
Yeah,
Where's the
Get a sweet one?
Where's the chocolate on my pillow?
there.
I fully expect to have that when I
You
get
can
back.
expect whatever you like.
I want my feet washed.
You can pass me the cream.
You can expect all you want.
Paul, when Mom first started using the sweeteners, she used to empty out whatever was in the restaurant and put them in her purse.
I never did that.
Yes, she
Yeah,
did. Yes,
you're right,
she
and
did.
you didn't
Every
hit our hands
restaurant,
with spatula either.
she would tuck them in her purse.
Yes,
You
she
have
did.
so
One year for her
forgotten.
You
birthday,
did.
You totally
I
did,
got
Mom.
a
And the,
purse
hand
from
wipey
Value
thing.
Village,
Yeah.
and I bought 3 boxes of different color sweeteners, the blue one, the yellow one, and the pink one. And I told her I'd been stealing them for months to save enough. She thought I didn't.
Oh, they lied. They lied.
You did do that. You did do that. You did, and those little wet mats.
You dropped your phone? Or did it crack?
Actually, it's secondhand. It was from another employee, and that's the way I got it.
It's on the back or wrapping art.
That's your age.
He sat on it or what? That's what
I would deserve every wrap of it.
You're loving your life on the back.
It's one of them. Tractor.
Jennifer and her cleavage.
Four other
They
ones.
both come to the table.
Yeah, little hobbies.
One before the other.
Not as much cleavage as usual.
Yeah. Why do you think Martin sat there?
There's a reason he's sitting across the table.
He's my
Paul
husband.
sat across from Jeff so he could see his cleavage.
I know Paul likes it like that, hairy and sloppy.
You can take the glasses out of the way so that they
State of the
can.
meter.
Yeah, the hydro. I had to write it down. I took pictures just to verify it, in case there was any discrepancy.
So take it easy.
He's really watching you on the side of his face.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
You're all that in a bag of chips.
It's that come hither look that really kind of
What?
scary.
Some of us have a come hither look,
No.
don't we?
Who?
Some of us have that come hither look, right?
Now!
You take some glamour shots of me tonight, Paul?
He's got a boa.
Some glamour photos. Maybe you could. Like you look at her like, help me, help me.
I don't know.
There's a bed at Anita's
No.
house if you're really
Oh,
good.
you're kind of slow with a no, actually.
I know,
Exactly.
I know, right? I'm a little bit worried.
Incredulous that he's even talking about it.
Yeah, because you shouldn't talk about such things in public. It's all for private behind the scenes.
That's right. Save it for later, but just pillow talk. Think about it.
Yeah, Jeff. Think about it.
Your rooms are close together.
Looking forward to that pillow talk. I might be sleepwalking tonight. But it's better if you do, because you're coming into a one-person room, I'm coming into a two-person room.
That would be
You'll
awkward.
get discovered if I'm sleepwalking. We won't if you are sleepwalking.